wanted to make some Poisson Cru, which is a Tahitian, it's like a Tahitian fish salad that has coconut milk in it. Even though you can just make it using frozen coconut milk or canned coconut milk and it's delicious, my friends dropped off some coconuts. So I figured I would start this lesson on how to make coconut milk. So these coconuts are mature coconuts. The fresh young green ones are great for coconut water, and the meat is really soft. You can just scrape it out with a spoon, but they're not ideal for making coconut milk. The older, more mature ones that might not be as good for drinking coconut water are better for coconut milk. I'd like to use a pick.
Don't swing it towards the baby.
1, 2, 3.
Got it.
Yes. I'm not a good coconut husker, so if I can do it, you can do it. Jab it, and then you kind of work that pick in, and then you use the leverage, and you pull it away to show that. Oh, but it's satisfying. We have a little coconut. The water lives inside here. Can you hear that? All coconuts have 3 eyes. 1, 2, 3. Hi, buddy. Okay, so a coconut shell is very hard. This, I have to say, is like a very mini coconut. Coconuts are usually bigger, so this must be just a smaller variety. And one of the eyes will always be soft enough to pierce. Just removing this soft flesh around the eyes. And if you have something sharp, like a knife or a pokey object, like how I have, you can find which one is the soft one. That one's hard. Ooh, that's the soft one. See, this one's hard. And you can poke it. Aha! We're in. Hear that? So this is coconut water. This is the stuff you buy to hydrate, and you can choose like pulp or no pulp, and that's empty. So this is an older coconut. It's gonna have more meat, less water. So now to show you the meat, take a machete. Are you doing good, buddy? And you can just crack it open. Oh, now see, that's why I don't trust myself doing it in my hand. Tap, tap. Look at all that beautiful meat. See how thick it is? It's mini, but it's mighty. This is the type that's gonna make good coconut milk when it's mature enough to have a lot of meat, because that meat has a lot of oils. We want it all. So he's just gonna man through it. That's always tempting. It's not a good idea. There's the baby. There's the daddy.
Buddy, you get the next one.
Yeah, buddy, you're up next. We did good. Hot. I did 3. Okay, so we did all our coconuts. That was really fun. And now this is a coconut grater from French Polynesia. I know most people don't have it, but I just want to show you how it works. You sit on it, put a bowl right underneath you, and then you take your coconut and you just work it like this. I have to find my groove. Oh yeah, there we go. And all of these little sharp teeth end up grating the coconut. Let me just make sure Buddy's happy. Rock the baby, grate the coconut. The reason why I choose to do it this like traditional way isn't just because of the novelty of this tool. It's because I honestly believe it tastes the best. I've tried coconut milk that people made from taking chunks and just throwing it in the blender. Rather than this, like, yeah, there are blades, but it's like pressing the meat. It's pressing the oils out, and you can really see it from this blade that the oils are being released, and so the milk is just so much more flavorful, so much more sweet, so much more creamy. I haven't tried any coconut milk that tastes better, sweeter, or creamier than when you do it by hand with this traditional tool. That's good. See how much meat was there and how much that just got out. It's such a efficient tool. Do you want to go take a nap? I'm gonna go to sleep now. We just actually only grated 2 little coconuts. 4 halves, 2 coconuts, and it's crazy how much meat it gave us, and this is more than enough to make some milk. You can add water to this coconut meat to kind of get it going, but since we have coconut water, that's really the best thing you can add. So I'm just gonna pour that. Okay, so there's our bowl where our milk's gonna go. You can see how the flavor and the oil of that meat is already being released into the water. This is cheesecloth. You can just buy it at almost any grocery store. You can use any really thin cotton cloth. I've used pareos before, or dish towels, like the thin kind. You want something that you can strain the meat. So I'm just gonna put this inside here. So a lot of that is just the water taking some of the milk with it, but now I'm gonna give it an actual squeeze. So I'm just gonna keep adding some meat to my cheesecloth. Okay, so this is more than enough coconut milk for the Poisson Cru that we're making. I grabbed some stuff from the kitchen, brought it outside. A beautiful fillet of fish. This is the other half of the uhu, the parrotfish that we made ceviche out of. I'm just gonna try and go bite size. Don't want your fish too thick or too big, because then it's gonna take a long time, or it might not ever get thoroughly, cooked by the acid of the lime juice. So you do want to go thin. This fish is kind of cut into, irregular little pieces. You can cut it however you want, just go small. And what I found in the fridge is I found some chopped onions. Onions are always a good thing, in my opinion, for a Poisson Cru. One thing that I feel like always goes in Poisson Cru that I see a lot is cucumber, and it's a very cooling vegetable or fruit. It goes really well with coconut milk, and I didn't have a cucumber, and that was making me kind of sad. But I did find these pickled cucumbers, and I'm gonna use them instead. And they're not pickled like a strong salty dill pickle. They're just slightly salty, more so sweet. Before I add any other vegetables, I should probably get my lime juice going. I'm hoping that they'll give me some juice, enough juice to cook that fish. That is not a lime, that is a little orange. We'll just use it. This is a time of social distancing and quarantine. Hope that doesn't make this video dated to say that, but it's the truth. And I think it's really important, even if it's not quarantine time, it's really important to use what you have and be resourceful. Okay, so let's just hope that that citrus is enough to cook the fish. Gonna give some salt. Stir that up so that all the fish gets a hit of lime juice. Okay, this is cilantro. I found 2 tomatoes in the kitchen, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw those in. I usually try and get rid of most of the seeds, just because I don't want all those seeds in the Poisson Cru. So I squeeze them out. We'll probably have a tomato plant start growing here soon. And now with this tomato, I'm just gonna slice it. Not really dice it. Maybe, but just kind of throw that in. Carrot. It's been washed, not peeled. I don't really bother peeling my carrots if I wash them. And the carrots, we're going to really try and cut them cut them into, I mean, you could shred them. You could use a grater and grate them. That's how thin we want to go with our carrots. So now I'll just kind of try and cut them really thin. If you'd rather use a grater, that's fine. Just sprinkle them in. Could have gone a little thinner, but that's okay. And I found part of a bell pepper. I think these are like mainly our leftover ceviche ingredients, and Poisson Cru and ceviche are very similar. Poisson Cru, you don't always have to use this many vegetables. Just gonna do a dice. Okay, and that's it. Isn't it beautiful though? That's why it's like known as a fish salad. And you can see our lime juice has done its work. If you want more veggies, you can add more veggies. But unlike how I make ceviche, usually when I make Poisson Cru, I'm pretty fish heavy. You really want the fish to be the star, the fish and the coconut milk to be the star, and the vegetables just enhance it. This is like, they call it, you know, some people say fish salad, but some people say like Tahitian poke. You can leave it like this for a bit and let that lime juice continue to cook everything and, you know, let all the flavors mix together. But then right before serving, that's when you want to come in with your coconut milk, right when everyone's ready to eat. Then that's when you want to pour this beautiful stuff on it. And this is Poisson Cru. And if you want to add more of any vegetables, or I kind of wish I added a little more cilantro, you can add shallots, green onions, really make it your own. Fresh cucumbers would make it look beautiful with a brighter green, but that's basically it. People can just eat it just like this. It is the Tahitian poke. You can eat it over brown rice. That's just delicious. Fresh Poisson Cru made with fresh hand-squeezed coconut milk. You can definitely use canned coconut milk if you're doing this at home and you don't have access to coconuts, and it'll be delicious. Might taste weird with the pickles. No. Because they're sweet, it works. I just gave Justin a bite of the Poisson Cru, and I just wish I could have recorded his enthusiasm, but you loved it, yeah, honey?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong, right, with these beautiful ingredients. So, Poisson Cru. Delicious. And healthy.